welcome back to my channel. I want to do this face look for you today, or eye look for you today. It is absolutely my favorite summer to go to look. I've been wearing it religiously, like every weekend, and to work, like on Fridays. I love this simple, neutral look, and it's one eyeshadow. Well, take that back. It's not an eyeshadow, is it, Blizzard? No, it's not. So if you want to know how I got this look, just keep watching. I'm excited to bring you this look. It's one of my favorites, and I've been using it like every weekend. Every weekend it's my to-go-to, and even during the week, like on a Friday I'm at work. I don't feel like doing a whole lot to my eyes. I will definitely use this. Now we are going to start out with a few products. I'm going to show you which ones we're going to use. We're going to use a concealer. We're going to use an eye primer. Definitely an eye primer. You need an eye primer, especially in summer heat. We're going to use a luminizer. Wait till you see the color of this. And we're going to use a few brushes here. I've got this brush here that I use for my concealer. This is a Japanese, I think it's called an eye detailer brush. And you can get it at, I think I got it at Walmart or either maybe Ulta. And then these two are Younique brushes. This one here is a fluffy crease brush, and this one here is a shader liner brush, okay? Those are the things. And we're going to pop in a little color liner. And I'm probably going to use a color... I'm probably going to use a black liner or maybe a brown liner. It just depends. Depends on you and how much you want it to pop. Now, brown would actually kind of mute it a little bit. And it wouldn't be quite so bright. But I'm popping. And then you want to use black, a black color liner. And I'm not going to use a liquid liner. I'm going to use just a regular pencil liner, just like this. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is our eye primer. There it is, eye primer. It's Younique's Eye Primer. This has a little bit of a tacky feel. I think you probably, if you've watched me long enough, you know that I use this religiously. I do. It's kind of a flesh color. It's very light. And when you put it on, I usually take it and dab it between the fingers and just place it on your eyelids. The reason you want to use a eye primer, just like on your face, just like painting your walls. When you paint your walls, you know, you want the color to be beautiful and pure and stay. Well, that's basically what this is. But the eye primer, you know, does help because our eyelids are probably the most oily thing on our face each and every day. So this puts a nice little barrier between your makeup and your eyelid. So, and it will help it not to break down as much during the day. So there you go. And it is tacky. So it does have a little tacky feel to it. Let me put the lid back on this. And then we're going to use our concealer. So I'm going to take my concealer. Now this concealer is the color Velour. It is about 2 shades lighter than what my foundation is, which is the color Eyelet in the spray foundation with Younique. I absolutely love the spray foundation. It is fabulous and quick and easy. And it has such staying power in the heat of the summer. I've tested it. I know I'm in Alabama. And it stays pretty darn good. And I was out in the sun outside all day yesterday, and it's still, you know, it breaks down just a little bit because it is very, very humid, but not that much. It was wonderful. So here's my concealer. It's on my hand, and we are going to use like this brush here, the one I was telling you. That's an eye detailer brush by Japanese. I don't know the number of it because it's off now. So I'm just dabbing this down into the very tip, okay? And we're going to take this and we're going to line right underneath our eyes, like right underneath. Now, I've already done my brows. So I used a pencil liner today to do my brows. And not a palette or anything like that. Just something very simple. I'm very simplistic in the summertime. I don't like to spend a whole lot of time on makeup. I really don't. It's so hot that it would have to be a special event for me to want to really put on a lot of makeup. I usually keep it very light, especially on the weekend. So this would be a great weekend look for sure for your eyes, because you can be out the door in 1 second. Truly. You can put it on and go and got to do your mascara and that kind of thing. But we are going to use mascara today too. I'm just telling you the ones that we're doing right now to go with the eye look that we're going to create today. So there we go. There's that. And I have already placed a little bit of concealer here earlier when I did my under eyes. So my under eyes are a work in progress. They always are. When you're 57, you're going to have lines and wrinkles, and you're just going to have to learn to embrace them for sure. And I do. I try to embrace them on a daily basis. Sometimes I look at them and I go, really? Really? I try so hard and you just don't work with me. So that happens a lot for me. So this is, it's by Pores. This has got a little translucent powder, and I do love to set. Now, if you have a setting powder that you love, I like this because it's so darn light and it's translucent and it doesn't add any color. And it helps to kind of set the concealer that we just added and helps to get rid of a little bit of that tackiness of the eye primer. So you just kind of want to brush it on. You can feel a difference as soon as you do it. Don't put a whole lot on. Just tap it in. And if you feel like you got too much, tap it off on your hand. And then just pat it in. Pat it in. And then just kind of swipe away. Any excess will come right off. And then now we are ready to start the eye look. Our next step is to grab our fluffy crease brush. I love this brush. It is a great brush to have for overall color, which is what we're about to do. And we are going to use this luminizer. We're going to use the color Pearly. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It is a copper kind of golden. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty on your skin. And we are going to use it today in another way. So get ready. This is like the best stuff ever. You're going to take your fluffy crease brush and you're going to grab some of this beautiful Pearly right on it, and guess what you're going to do? You're going to go right in and we're going to do a whole wash of color. So this is not like you've got to have a certain kind of eye technique or anything, certain way that you don't have, it doesn't matter whether you have hooded eyes or deep set eyes or whatever kind of eyes you have, because we're just doing one color. That's it. I'm going to show you a little bit of a technique that you can do to kind of darken and make it shinier on the lid. So basically, this is all I'm doing. Now I am going to come in and add some velour pressed powder foundation. I love to come up here with that. It will soften that area and it won't be quite so light, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. If you're in a hurry, you can just stay with the concealer there. You've already set it. It's good to go. But however, I do love to put that velour pressed powder foundation up there, so I am going to do that really quickly. But I always put the color on, and then we can come back and add that, because it will soften out. Like if you get a little heavy-handed, you really can't get heavy-handed with this. It's just so light and beautiful. I mean, look at that. It's just so pretty. Now, let me grab that. This is velour pressed powder concealer right here. I mean, foundation. What's with blister today? And I'm going to use this powder. This is a contour brush or concealer brush. And I'm lightly going to dust this across here. Ooh, yeah, so pretty and so soft. I love this color. Now, I know you're thinking, why is she using a foundation? Well, I really like it. I like the color of it. I like the way it sets on my eyes. It's very soft. It's not so bright. And it really does give you a beautiful kind of hue sheen there without being shiny. Because the last thing that we need at our age when we're older is to have something shiny. Especially right there. So next thing we're going to do, though, is take the shader liner brush. And we're going to spray it. Now, you can either spray it with like a rose water, or you can either spray it with setting spray. Now, however, I've done both. I'm going to use setting spray today because it is a hot summer day here in Alabama. So I'm going to spray just a little on this brush. I mean, you can spray it on your hand and dab it into it, but that's a personal preference, whatever you want to do. And then you're going to take it and just dab it down into the Pearly. And then you're going to apply it to your lid. And what this does, it gives that foil effect. Oh my gosh. And then you have a little bit of shine where you didn't have the shine before. Now it just brightens that up. Do you see? Can you see the difference? It makes a huge difference to me. And it darkens it up just a tad. I like to use the setting spray because it really does help to kind of set that color. And you won't have any creasing at all. Can you see how it has the shine? Let me see this side. I really love this technique. And we're going to do the other side. So I'm going to spray the other side of the brush now and kind of wipe it off a little bit. Spray the other side. Let me spray it just a tad more. I don't think I missed it. It's one of those days for me. Sundays is always such a busy day. It's called I Have to Go to the Grocery Store. And Lister don't want to really do that, but she's going because that's the day my mama likes to go. You know, I have a mother who lives with me that has dementia, so I'm her caregiver. I work full time. I do Younique pretty much full time now. I have a pretty nice little team that's growing, and I tell you what, I don't know what I did before all of this. This has really been a therapy for me, actually. I love getting on here, and I love sharing my life with you, and I love sharing tips and tricks, and you know, because as we age, it's hard. It really is. It's hard, and it's just your eyes change so much, your face changes so much, your body changes so much. It's hard to keep up with all of it, right? It is for me. All right, come back and take your fluffy crease brush. Go in here again, and then we're just going to kind of blend out in this crease a little and blend it upward. Just over here in this corner, adding a little depth. You're really not doing too much. This is such an easy eye look. Anyone can do this. You can do it. I can do it. I think if I got my little huggy bun over here, I think she could be a pro at this. She would love it because she loves shiny. And the next time she's here, I'm going to get her to do this look and let her do her. She loves for me to video her. There you go. How pretty is that? That's so darn pretty. Now let me grab my liner, and then we'll be adding some liner and some color liner to this look. Okay, so I pulled up 3 liners. Now, these are 3 liners by Younique. This one is perfect. This one is proper. This one is unavailable now. It's out of stock. I do know that. And this one is called Prosperous Green. So it makes me think of money, prosperous and green. I love adding a little pop of color. Now, however, you could do this and have a totally different look on your eyes. Now, I'm going to use proper because I like a brown. And I don't want it to be too dark or too light. You know, I could use Prim. There is another color, Prim, that's also in this family. Now, this is much lighter, so if you don't like a darker color and you want to keep it really light, use Prim. Get that one. But these just glide on like butter onto your arm. Boom, like that. And they are waterproof, pretty much. Bing! Once they set. When they set, they set. And here we go. And there we go. There's that. So there's my 3 colors that you could use with this eye look. I am going to use the green in just a second. And I'm going to use proper. Let me grab proper here. Here's proper. So let's take proper. It's the chocolate brown. I'm not going to do a wing at all. All we're doing is lining like right at the base of your lashes. Okay? Right at the base. And it just gives it a little depth. And like I said, if you want a little more, you want it to pop a little more, then use the a black liner. You see the difference? Can you see? It just defines your eye just a little bit more. And I'm not trying to do a wing or anything. I have downward turned eyes. So, but today, you know, this is a Sunday look. This is a simple look. This is out the door. I don't need a whole lot. Now, mascara, it will pull all of this together. And I think today I may just use regular Epic mascara and some primer. I do like to use the eye primer. It always does seem to help my eyes have a little more pop and staying power on my lashes. But this is such a beautiful color. Now you see, I have my skin moved, so you see me just kind of dabbing this on. I don't really like to pull my skin out too much. But if I do, you know, I use my hand right here on my temple. And you can just make it have a little bit more depth that way, if you want it that way. Okay, so there's the brown. Then we're going to grab the color Prosperous in the green. I love this color. They had another color, which this COVID has just, everything is so out of stock, it seems like now, and everything's going to come back in slowly. But right now, what I'm showing you is what we have in stock. Oh, that's so pretty when you add, I'm just tight lining. We're just tight lining. I am going to pull a little bit of the color up here, right underneath. But I like to do my lining first. And then I'll come add that little bit of pop of color right underneath. And we'll use Pearly for that. You see? Oh, that's so pretty. I'm such a girly girl, I know it. I know I am. All right, so we're gonna take this brush here. I already have started it just a little bit, but you're gonna use this illuminator, and you're going to take this brush. This is a It's Cosmetics brush. It is a crease brush, but I think it's number 102 or 105, I'm not quite sure. And you're just going to run it right underneath. Take the color and run it right underneath. It just really evens everything out. And it's not going to be too shiny, so don't think you're going to have a bunch of shiny there. It's not. This is just very illuminating. It's not shiny. It's very subtle. And that's the reason I love this look. I think it's such simple, so simple. Now, since I have Pearly in my hand, we're going to finish this using Pearly. We're going to take this is a blusher brush, it's Younique's brush, and we are going to add a little illumination right here. And we're going to take it and do it on the other side. Now I already had a little bit of blush on, so it's going right over the top of my blush. We're going to come down the center of our face with it, here and here. And it just gives you a beautiful kind of glow. Wow, it's so pretty. You're not too like a glow bug, you know, but it is beautiful for the summer. This is like one of the most versatile products I have ever used. And here we are using it as an illuminator to highlight our face. And we're also using it on our eyes to give us this beautiful glow. Beauty from within. Your beauty is coming through. It's just so pretty. So now I'm going to grab my mascara and we're going to add some real drama to this look. Okay, let's finish this out. We are going to use a primer, and this is Epic mascara. It's just a regular Epic. It doesn't have the fibers in it. We do have the fiber one. If you like that, you can grab that. I'll put the link for that too. But today, since I just want it to be a simple day and something quick and easy, I'm going to add the primer first. This primer is an award-winning primer, and it is awesome for separating your lashes. And it's awesome for conditioning your lashes as well. I love it. Of course, it looks like a little Christmas tree, like one of those white Christmas trees to me. This wand. Let's go ahead and do both, because you do want to go ahead and get them both. Now, I did curl my lashes right before. I just used a little curling wand. I used this one here, the Revlon, like this. And I usually will do like 10 pumps just to get them going in the right direction. This eye over here has a little bit of issue because it is, the eyelashes grow downward right here. So I have to, that's the beauty of this. This really does help me get these going in the right direction. Now I do let them dry just a little bit so that they'll stay in that corner. But I do like kind of a butterfly effect out on the edges of my lashes. So it really does help with that. Now this is the black. We have, like I said, this is a waterproof. The waterproof has a square top. This one has a round. And then we have regular 4D, which is in purple. Oh, fun stuff there. Now, however, you can use the Epic and then you can come back over with a 4D if you wish. I like the brush on this one because it really does separate your lashes perfectly. And I absolutely have been, I used this first before we got the 4D. We used to have a 3D fiber lash mascara, which was awesome, but it was loose fibers, and this one doesn't have any fibers. But let me just say, it works like a charm. It is absolutely gorgeous. And one thing I think about using the primer with the white, I think it makes the lashes appear darker than they would. So if you have lighter lashes, you know, maybe you're ginger haired, then, you know, definitely get the primer, because the primer will help your lashes pop even more. And you can use the brown if you don't want to use a black mascara. And basically, you apply it just like anything, any other mascara. I usually just get at the base and then kind of roll it upward like that. Oh, whoa. And And see, when you have a neutral eye like this, your eyes just really, really pop. And then now that I put that little color of green in there, and my eyes look so darn green now. They do. It's amazing. Try not to get it on your eyes. I'm bad about that sometimes, because basically you need to look down into your mirror when you're doing your mascara. If you look down, most of the time you will not wind up getting it on your lid. But if you do, you can just use a spoolie. Let it dry first and then use a spoolie, and it will come right off. And then you can touch up any kind of makeup that, you know, may have come off. Really, my makeup is not, I do it all the time. Don't think I don't. I do. I get in a hurry, and, you know, or somebody's calling me in the other room, and I get in a hurry, and I try to get in there. You know, with my mom's situation, I never know what's going to happen. But my hubby's here right now, so he's in there, and I'm doing this. I'm doing something that I love. I love hanging out. I love helping others feel confident and beautiful. That's my goal. Every single time you see me on here, I try to bring you something of value. If there's something that you are having issues with, and you're around my age, or 40s, 50s, 60s, even 70s, I have customers who are in their 70s as well. And you know, at that point, skincare is so important too. Don't forget, just, you know, because you're in your 70s or 80s, you don't need skincare. You do. You still keep that regimen up, because that's what's going to make your makeup look good. Your skin has to be in good condition as well. So we're going to take a little bit of this. I only put the color right underneath my pupil, okay? Just like that. And then that's it. What an awesome look this is. And so simple and easy. So I hope you've learned something from this. I really do. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. I love this look. So tell me that you're going to try it. You need to. You need to try it. You need to try new things. Don't be afraid. Just because we're older doesn't mean we can't try new things. And this is such a simple, easy, clean look to me. And it's perfect for summer. So what do you think? Okay. You know you need this in your life. Yes, you do. This stuff is just beautiful on. So I'm on here pretty much every Sunday. I try to be. Sunday's about the only day I can be on here. I say that every time. But please like and subscribe and click that notification bell. I would appreciate it if you would do that. It helps me out, and it helps me keep coming back and giving you more and more content that you would love. Put in the comments what you might have trouble with, and I'll see if I can't do a tutorial for you. There's one other thing I want to leave with you on this. Now, I can feel this drying, my eyes, my eyelashes. And so one other tip I'm going to give you, take your ring fingers and kind of push up at the base of your lashes and push straight up, and just hold it there for a second. And you will believe, look at that, how much more curl you can get. Is that not amazing? Yay! One last tip. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out, and I will see y'all next Sunday.